Now, one thing that would have you singing the blues is getting locked up in the slammer. We're talking about jail, and there's a historic jail here in Fort Stockton, and it attracts people, the museum, from all over the world.
Yeah, it really does. And hey, Jason Freund might have done something to get himself in that slammer. Let's go out to Jason Freund. Jason, just what did you do to get yourself inside a historic jail cell?
Well, Alex, Crystal, if you guys want to know how this old place became so popular, it's all about the stories and the people who used to be here. Now, clearly, there are no more inmates living here or no more inmates here to work out their time, but these bars could talk. They would spill about a century's worth of stories about the sheriffs and the deputies who used to live here, or even the drawings that are out there on the walls right now. But fast forward to today, and the only people who are walking through these bars are global tourists who are coming all across the globe to visit Fort Stockton to walk the line at the historic old jail. Open the doors of the old Fort Stockton jail and you're greeted with over 100 years of history.
Originally, it was built in 1883 and it was a lot smaller. The building that you see today was expanded in, completion was in 1913, but it started in 1912.
It's a two-story building. The first floor is where the sheriff and his family lived. And before you ask, yes, the wives were active members of the jail.
The wives of the sheriff and deputy sheriff actually prepared the meals for the inmates as well as their family.
As far as the inmates, they were housed on the second floor. They usually never left here, but every now and then they did get to stretch their legs.
When it comes to the inmates themselves, they were pretty much confined to their cells, with the exception of the time that they were allowed outside for work. It was a short-term facility, so they worked off their time.
35 was the magic number before the jail reached full capacity and space was limited.
We had 5 cells. The 4 on the left have 2 bunks each, and the one at the very end over here has 4, and that is just mainly by the amount allotted for cell space.
But for now, it sits retired and is yet another piece of history in a city that is filled to the brim with it.
The home area was used from 1883 to the year 2000. The cell area above us was used from 1883 to 1973, which is also the year that we became a historical landmark.
But the global tourists it brings in keep the stories and the memories alive.
Let's see, I met people from Turkey, from Israel, from across the pond, as they say, Germany, Poland. It is so amazing that I get to meet all these people from everywhere. I love it. I love it.
Now, let's say you want to know a little bit more about this place. You want to come down and maybe learn a little bit more about this jail, maybe about the mannequins who are sitting over there right now, to the authoritative figure in this very building whose murder case has been unsolved for nearly decades now. Well, you know, let's come down here and get a tour starting from Wednesdays from 1 through 5.